Hi guys, just thought I'd take this time to kind of introduce you to some of the snakes that you don't get to see very often. In here I have my two female normals that bred this year. This one here, this is Medusa. She was one of my first female corns that laid for me. And this one here is Jacqueline. I got her as a pair with a male opal, and she's a het opal. She laid 28 eggs for me this year, 28 good eggs, so I'm looking forward for those to hatch. And in this next container over here, we have two of my other girls. There's the Snow, and her name is Grace, and the Caramel Motley, her name is Carmel. I got Carmel and Medusa at the same time, and they aren't sisters, but I think that they're about the same age. And of course I got Grace about a year ago, and she's one of my biggest females. She laid 15 good eggs for me this year, and they all hatched into beautiful little babies. And same with Carmel. She had 15 eggs as well. Only 6 of them hatched because we had a problem with the incubator, but all the babies are healthy now. And let me kind of show you around a couple others. Alright, here we have my two Chinese beauty rat snakes. They're both beautiful. This is Callie. She's getting ready to shed, but she's a beautiful calico. She is about 2.5 years old, and the other one, this is the male. His name's Honeybun. I've had him for a good 6 months, but he's about a year old now. Hopefully by this time next year they will be able to breed, and I'll have some Chinese beauty snake babies. Alright, and here we have my 3 females that will breed next year. We have the Snow. Her name is Shayna. She's right here. My Ultramel Anery, her name is Maisie. She's right here. And my Ultramel Anery, wait, the Maisie is the Ultramel, and Anne is the Ultramel Anery. They're all not used to this tiny space, so they're a little quick at the moment, but they're all beautiful girls, and they'll all hopefully be breeding for me next year. Don't know what I'm going to breed them with, but we'll see. And here is one of the newest additions. She's a red-tailed boa. She was given to me by a friend of mine for my birthday. Her name is Lucky. She was the only one out of 15 babies to survive. She's really holding on to that. You can kind of see her. She's really pretty and really sweet. She's got a good disposition. She's not going to be ready to breed till 2015. And even then, I don't know if I'm going to breed her, but she's a really pretty girl, and she's a really sweet thing, and so it'll be nice to have a big snake. All the rest of the corn snakes and the rat snakes, they don't get very big, but she'll be my one big snake, and she's an awful good girl, so I have high hopes for her. Alright, here we are in the baby area. Every one of these containers has a little baby snake in it. You can see it goes all the way down to the floor. There's a heat light. Of course, there's 11 more containers here. You can see the 9 there, and then there's 2 at the side. You can't see the one in the back, but all those babies, they're all going to be for sale, so anybody wanting a baby snake, you know where to get one. All the ones in the red containers, these little red containers here, are all ready to go, ready for sale. And the ones in the big containers here are keepers. Can't have those, but most of the ones that I got are some aneries and some normals. But I'm looking forward to selling them and to kind of getting them new homes, and you know, it's really nice. I live for it. It's one of the most fun things to do as a breeder, is to get all these little babies going. So there's my baby rack for you. Alright, and here are my adult males. You can see here's my opal. His name is Levi. He's a real sweet thing. He's had anery and stripe, and he's the daddy of a lot of the babies that I had this year. The other one who was a daddy was this guy here. His name is Flair. He's my first corn snake. He's just a normal, but he is a beautiful, beautiful normal if you can see him. He's just gorgeous. And this other guy here, he's a mystery morph. We named him Toffee because he said he looked like a toffee, but he's genetically not a toffee. He hasn't actually produced any offspring yet, but hopefully next year we will breed him to something and find out what he is. Thought I'd show you a couple others that I really like. This is Garnet, who's hiding. She is actually a garnet corn snake, and a lot of people don't know what a garnet is, and to be honest, I really don't either. I got her at a reptile show, and I think that she's lavender, charcoal, and diffused. I know she's diffused. She's got those diffused sides, but she's one beautiful girl. We'll probably breed her not next year, but the year after, if she's big enough. If she eats something bigger than 2 little tiny pinkies at a time, that'd be great. But, you know, we'll see. She's a beautiful girl. And over here, we have my little boy, who I hatched last year. His name is Prince, and he's a beautiful little snow. He's very yellow. The yellow that you see is not the camera. It's actually on him. He has gorgeous markings. I can't get my camera to focus any more than this, but he has gorgeous markings. He's a beautiful little snow. He's het caramel and motley. The caramel motley in my other videos is his mother. And so I'm looking forward to breeding him. I don't know what I'm going to breed him to first, but we'll see. He'll be ready to breed not next year, but the year after, just like the just like the girl next to him, who's rattling her tail. She is mad at me. Here's a couple others that I thought I'd show you guys, since they're in their little hide containers. This is a female butter. Her name is Marjorie. Obviously, Marjorie can't, you know, butter is, yeah. But she's a beautiful little butter. You know, you can't see it because my camera won't focus on her, but she's a beautiful little thing, and she's a sweetheart. I plan on breeding her, once again, not next year, but the year after, if she's big enough. I'm kind of focusing on caramels and caramel motleys, so we'll see what we get out of her. I don't know if she's het for anything. I don't know what her deal is as far as genetics, but breeding we'll find out. We will find out through breeding. And here is my male ultra. He's in shed right now, so you can't really see his true colors, but he is an absolute gorgeous snake. He'll be big enough to breed next year, hopefully. He's a big sweetheart. He's probably het motley. He's got some motley spots on the back of his neck. You can kind of see, if I can pull him out a little bit here. There you go. You can kind of see some of the motley spots going down his back there. And I want to breed him to my caramel motley maybe next year. See if he's actually het motley, and maybe get some ultramels that are het caramel out of that too. Here's another couple of really pretty boys. The white one is actually a jungle corn, an albino jungle. He's half king snake, half corn snake. He's never tried to eat another snake, so I'm not too worried about him being in there with this other corn, who is an ultramel. His name is Mason. His name is Shane. Mason is the ultramel. And he's a beautiful ultramel. He's absolutely gorgeous. He probably won't be ready to breed next year, but if I can possibly get him big enough, I might try to breed him anyway and see if he's, you know, up for it. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, he will be 2, but if he's not big enough, like I said, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm probably never going to breed little Shane, but, you know, he's a beautiful snake to have around. And let me see if I can find any other interesting snakes for you guys. Hold on. Alright, I thought I'd show you some of the young ones here. This is a little baby that just hatched, a little male snow. He's I think he's a half sibling of little Prince that I showed you earlier. The light's not so good. You can't get him into focus. But he's going to be a beautiful little boy. If I can get him to eat and get him to grow, he'll be real nice. Here's a little female normal that I'm keeping this year. I thought she was really cool. She's got a really nice zigzag pattern on her. I don't have a name for her yet, but she's a beauty. And she is... I'm trying to remember which clutch she came from. I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure that her dad is Flair. And so she'll be a big, beautiful girl when she's older. Alright, while he's just chilling in his little thing, this is Artemis. He's just an A-male corn. He's het caramel. He's a good eater. He's getting ready to shed. But he's just sitting here in his little hide container here. But he's a beautiful A-male, and I can't wait to breed him. He probably won't be ready to breed until the year after next, like the majority of them this size. But he might be, I don't know, he might be big enough to breed next year. We'll see. Probably not. But either way, he's het caramel and anery, so you know, who knows what we can get out of him, but he'll be a good breeder when he's older. Alright, and right on top here we have Violet, my little female lavender corn. She is probably about 8 months old. She's obviously not going to be big enough to breed this year, maybe not even the year after, or not next year, but or the year after probably. It'll probably be another 2 or 3 years before I can breed her, but she's had a hypo, and she's a beautiful girl. Like, I absolutely love her. She's got a great disposition, she eats well, and I mean, she's just beautiful. I know you can't really see her with my camera, but she's just a very pretty powder purple, and she's got really, really deep, deep blue eyes. I just love her. Alright, here's Toby. Toby is a lavender motley. He's actually a little bit younger than Violet. He's probably more like 6-7 months old, where she's 8 or 9 months. But he's a lot bigger than she is. He's super healthy. I really like him. He's got a good disposition, and he's going to be a great breeder. I can't wait to breed him. This is Cassandra. She is an albino motley. She's actually a sunglow motley, kind of like a motley stripe. She was given to me by a friend of mine, and of course I still owe him a snake when my babies are old enough, when he finds one that he wants. But she's a beautiful little amel. I love how big she's getting, and she's got a great personality. She's a little she doesn't really like to be messed with, as you can tell. She is just looking for the next place to hide, but she's a beautiful snake and a great addition to my collection. Alright, I'm just going to show this pretty girl really quick. She is an amel. She's the Caramel Motley's daughter from this year. She's not eating too well for me, but I have high hopes for her. She's hiding under the paper, but I'm hoping for the best, and if she starts eating and she gets healthy, then hopefully soon she'll be a good breeder for me. Right, here's a nice female. It's a female. She's kind of a motley stripe. She's just a normal motley stripe, but she's also Caramel's daughter, and she's het Caramel Motley, obviously, but she's also het Opal, which is lavender and albino, and all of these from her clutch this year are that, because the father was an Opal, and so I have high hopes for her. She's one of the few from the clutch that are actually eating. So hopefully she'll grow big and strong and be able to breed for me in a couple years as well. Here's one of my favorite babies from this year. You can't really see him because 1, he's in shed, and 2, my camera won't go into focus. But he is Caramel's son, a little anery motley. He's a real sweet little guy, and hopefully I'll be able to breed him in a couple of years. He's obviously het Opal and Caramel, and so he's a super valuable little snake. And I love him. I can't wait to see what he looks like when he gets older. Right, here's a beautiful little guy. He is also Caramel's son, Caramel and Levi's son from this year, and he's an amel stripe. He's got that beautiful stripe all the way down his body, except for that one little motley-ish kind of thing at the end of his tail, but he's gorgeous. He's eating well for me. I can't wait to see what he looks like when he's older. And over here I have his sister, who is just a normal corn. I plan on keeping her. Hopefully she'll also grow up to be super big and strong and lay a lot of eggs for me in the future. Alright, here's a beautiful little guy. This is Flair's son from this year. Flair was bred to a snow, and we got this beautiful little boy. He is an anery mask. He's got that great mask on his head. You can kind of see it. And he's got a nice stripe going down his belly, but since he just ate a couple days ago, I'm not going to pick him up. He's a beautiful little boy, though. I can't wait until he gets big so I can breed him. Over here we have a new little anery that just hatched a couple of days ago. She hasn't shed yet, but she's going to be a keeper. She looks super healthy. She's tiny, but she's going to be really nice when she gets older, I think. And over here we have another normal with a cool stripe going down her. Can't really see her that well, but she's got a really nice pattern, and I can't wait till she gets older because she's going to look amazing. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. You got to see some of my collection that you probably hadn't seen before. I really love my snakes, and I hope you do too. At least now you see what I got, and you see what I'm working with, and you know, you can kind of get an idea of maybe some breeding projects that I have in the future. And comment below and let me know which one is your favorite. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later.